Okay, up to now we've looked at different compounding periods. So now we're going to wrap that up by talking about how that affects us as either an investor or as a consumer. So if you're taking out loans or if you're trying to save money or build up some savings. So when you're going to the bank, they'll often offer you a rate which is per annum. So say 4% per annum in this example. However, that's not really the rate that you're getting because it depends on how often they calculate your interest. If they calculate it more frequently, it means that you actually will earn more. So your effective rate of interest is actually going to be slightly higher than that. So the basic interest would be 4% on this savings account. However, if we do monthly, semi-annually or quarterly, it will vary. So let's just show how that works now. So the rate that they've given you in this example is what we call the nominal rate. Okay, and we are interested in what we call the effective interest rate. So we're going to look at that in a moment. So if you look at the way these are calculated, with annually, it's calculated once per year. Okay, so effectively, you get your value, 15,000, and you times it by 1.04 for 4% to the power of 1. With monthly, so that's for annually, for monthly, it's done step by step 12 times. So this is where you need your fancier equation where you've got R over 100x to the power of nx. So for this, x is going to be 12. So we're going to have times by 12. Okay, and n is still 1 year. So this is 4. This is 1 times 12 there. Okay, so if we leave it like that, because otherwise you get a recurring decimal with this particular one, you get 1.003 recurring as the multiplier. So rather than lose any accuracy, we're going to leave it like that. And so we're going to get power of 12. Okay, so we should get 15,611, which is what we've got there. So that's done 12 times in 12 steps. Semi-annually happens twice. So they do it once at 6 months and once at a year. So that's where you get 15,000 and you times by 1 plus 4 over 100 times 2. So that chops the 4 up into 2 pieces, and this is going to happen 1 times 2 times. So it's going to be for a year twice. And that gives you 15,606. And then you can see if you do it quarterly, similar procedure, 15,000 times by 1 plus 4 over 100 times 4. 4 there. Okay, and we get 15,609.06. Now, that means that the interest earned in 3 cases is different. So we've got 600, we've got 611.12, we've got 606, and we've got 609.06. Effectively like the profit that you've made in the year. So you can see that the monthly has earned you a couple more dollars than if you do it without monthly. So with quarterly or with semi-annually. So the interest rate does vary. To work out the interest rate, we divide by the original times 100, and that would give you 4 because that was the one that we didn't meddle with compounding periods. If I do the other ones, 611.12 divided by 15,000 times 100 gives me 4.074 place. If I do 606 divided by 15,000, 4.04, and if I do the last one, 609.06, 4.06. Okay, so you can see that the effective rate is best with monthly, which is what we expected. Now, fortunately for you, you don't have to do it manually like that every time. There is a formula. It's a bit of a confusing looking formula, but the most important thing is to know that R is the nominal rate. So that's the one that's quoted in the bank's advert usually. Okay, and the N is the number of compounding periods per year. So for example, weekly would be 52, monthly would be 12, etc. Now, you don't have to use this formula every time, but you do have to use it in certain questions in the exam, so you have to have it in your Brown reference. But to do it on the CAS, it's quite straightforward. You simply go Menu, Finance, and Interest Conversion. Select Effective Rate. And here, if you type in the nominal rate, so 4 for this example, put a comma, and then put the number of compounding periods per year, so say 12, and it will give you the rate conversion straight away. So you can see that that matches our answer of 4.07, which is perfect. And if we wanted to do it for quarterly, you'd say 4,4. If you wanted to do it semi-annually, you'd put 2 there. If you wanted to do it weekly, you'd put 52, etc. And that gives you the conversion straight away. But you do need to be able to also do it with the formula.